Welcome to Solve This Murder. I'm your detective, Bill.
And I'm your crime scene criminal and witnesses, Dani. We're on part 3 of the Jeopardies of journalism.
In part 2, I saw that, aside from the general disrepair of the retreat, one notable piece of damage was that Paige's cabin window had been smashed in.
We learned from Natalie that not only did Paige claim to have hard evidence of whatever scandal she was investigating, she was told to start doing interviews and was seen slipping into George's cabin.
And then, after discovering that Paige had been working on a laptop, I scoured the camp and found it and some papers destroyed in the bathroom. Okay, it's been a little break since we last recorded, so I'm trying to remember exactly what it is I want. I know I haven't talked to the people I need to talk to, but you know what? That happens. What do you expect, for me to have the same conversations over not follow up on leads? Come on, everybody. I've had leads to follow up on. Didn't you see I found that laptop? Come on. Ooh, why didn't you talk to George? I was finding a laptop. So I found that laptop, but I can't access it, right?
Not.
It is broken.
Yes.
Something was on that laptop that was important. I found pieces of paper.
Oh, yeah.
Something was on those pieces of paper that were important. I cannot read those either.
This is also correct.
I do know that the victim, Paige, had a day saying, I'm going to do some actual interviews. Then did an interview with, by my understanding, George, and then went, well, now I have hard evidence, and then was killed. So that's bad. I need to find out what that evidence is. So on the one hand, I want to talk to George. But on the other hand, I still haven't talked to one of the two people who found the body and spent a night in their home with a corpse. So I should probably talk to them.
Okay, that's Baxter.
I think I talked to... Sorry, Rohan. Maybe I should just talk to Rohan because I have nothing to say to him. But I'm going to go talk to Baxter. I'm going to talk to... Baxter Barrett? I'm going to talk to Baxter Barrett about the body.
All right. You taking him up to his house?
Bill brings Baxter Barrett to Baxter Barrett's abode. Kind of works. To briefly be talking about the body.
I'll tell you, get away with it.
Talking.
Amazing.
We'll go up to the house.
Great.
Mr. Barrett.
Yes, that's me.
Oh, I like this voice. Thank you. I want to talk to you about last night.
Of course.
Look, I apologize if I'm coming at this with a weird sense of incredulity here, but it's my understanding that you spent the evening in your home in the presence of a corpse and didn't know it until the morning. Until someone else had to point out that Paige was missing.
Yes, that's right. I was hard at work. Why would I check up on her?
You were hard at work? Overnight?
Yes.
What were you doing?
Fixing that damn window.
Oh, I've seen you fit. That was not an evening's work. You put up a piece of cardboard.
I had to find the resources and make my way through there, and it was hard fighting that wind.
Oh, because it was very windy. Okay, Mr. Barrett, please stop being a person for a second. Just stop, all right? What is up with this wind, everybody? Dani keeps mentioning the wind. This is the fourth mention of the fact that it was really windy on the night. Am I going to find out that Paige just had a laptop that is very wind, like a sail, and it just bashed her in the back of the head when a breeze blew past? Is that what I'm led to believe? I'll just wait till someone's like, I was out that night, hanging up fragile pieces of paper on a string, and I didn't peg them down because there was no wind, and I'll know that they were the killer. Is that what's going on? All right, sorry, Mr. Okay, so you had to fight with the wind. You went down there to fix up Paige's smashed window.
Exactly.
So, do you also clean up all the glass around there?
I picked up what I could. Yes.
All right. Did you notice anything strange about? Do you know what smashed? Was there a rock or anything do you know why the windows smashed? Windows don't just break.
Well, apparently. So I was up in my lodge, minding my own business, right here in this very kitchen.
Okay, yep, we're in the kitchen.
And suddenly there's a hammering at my door.
And it was...
And it's Paige.
Paige, sure.
Holding belongings, glaring at me, and saying that the window was so faulty that a gust of wind blew it in at her.
So she claimed that it just blew in.
And she said she'd had it with this place, and that until it was fit for human habitation, she'd be taking up residence here.
All right, and you couldn't really argue against that? I mean, fair enough. The window broke. She had to stay somewhere. It was so windy.
And I thought it was only charitable that I didn't immediately kick her back out after I had done the work.
Fair enough. So Paige arrives.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately go down to fix the window? Or was there some time to chat, talk? Like, how long did it take you to get down there?
I wouldn't have any desire to talk to her.
All right, cool. Why did you buy this place again?
Investment.
All right, okay. Who'd you buy it from?
Old, distant relative.
Okay. And who killed Paige?
That's her name, right?
Paige?
Yes.
Oh, man, you're bad at this. All right.
I don't care about these people.
All right, sure. We'll talk about these people.
The only one that I thought was okay turned out to be some kind of pervert or something, I hear.
Who was that?
The quiet one.
The quiet one is a pervert? Do I know this?
Yeah.
Rowan is a pervert? I'm assuming he's the quiet one. I don't have any notes for him in the dining area together scene, so I'm assuming he's the quiet one. I hadn't heard about this. What? He's a...
Do you want me to...
Remind me? Or...
Yeah, reset your memory? He absolutely talked.
What did he say? I'm a big old pervert?
No, he just did a surprising amount of the talking.
Oh, okay. So who's the quiet one? Was it George? Do you mean George? I'm just trying to remember if I'd heard anything about someone being a gross pervert, but I don't think I have. Someone at someone's window? I don't think so.
Do you remember a conversation with, what's her name, Nicola? There's something in her conversation that might be related.
Nicola. Photos in, page for time, big ratings, nudie, publishing house, long house space, good year, bad characters, here for growth, stuck in a rut, blurber file. Jealous of George and Rowan's success. I didn't hear much about Rowan's success. George got a book deal. No, I don't remember what she said.
Oh, dear.
What was it?
Oh, something that was a significant part of that conversation.
Oh.
She was embarrassed by something. She thought people were laughing at her and then said, please, it's not relevant. Don't go into this any further.
She was being
I'm
laughed
very
at.
surprised that you didn't write that down.
Yeah, so am I. Oh, what was that about? I wonder what she'd been writing on Blurber File. I wonder if she's a erotic fiction writer and people found out. Do I know much about what she was writing? I don't think I do.
No, you didn't ask.
Well, she told me not to. Okay. All right, sorry. Yeah, so you went out to fix this window.
Mm-hmm.
You came back.
Yes.
Was Paige there when you came back?
I assume she was in the room.
You didn't go and check on her.
Of course not.
You didn't see if anyone. Did anyone else come by at all in that evening?
Not that I saw or was aware of, but like I said, I was down there working for some time.
Okay. So you went down, you fixed the window, you came back, you assumed she was sleeping in a room, and you went to bed?
Yes.
And then you went down to breakfast, and when people couldn't find Paige, you informed them that she was up in your place.
That's correct.
I don't mind not having talked to this guy until now.
Yeah, he's a good, boring first person to talk to. A very sad middle witness to talk to.
Didn't see any. Did you hear anything throughout the night? I mean, a woman was killed in your home. You didn't hear any sounds, any scuffles, any scrapes, any incriminating bits of overheard dialogue?
I'm assuming it happened while I was out.
Oh gosh. And you didn't see anybody. I mean, look, there's only one path up and down from your place. No one was coming down as you went up.
It's a hill.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. They're all paths down.
I was working in the cabin. But look, it was early enough in the night that I wouldn't be surprised if everyone was still awake.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder who saw Paige go up. I wonder, is that part of the plan? I assumed, and maybe I was right, that the smashing of the window was an attempt to get to Paige's laptop, to get her notes, to break in. But maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a way to get her separated out so you could kill her and take her notes. If you kill her in the cabin, obviously people around are hearing each other. But if you can get her up in the cabin and him down, but it doesn't feel like, unless it's... he's kind of known for not fixing things. So I think relying on him coming down and fixing a thing feels like a bit of a stretch. Like, she'll go up to the cabin and he'll immediately come down and start fixing it. No, of course, you wouldn't expect that. He doesn't fix things. I mean, he didn't fix anything here, but I don't think it's a plan you'd rely on. Did Paige say that she was there when the glass broke, or that she came back and found it broken?
She said that she was in there and that it broke almost on her, and that it could have cut her up bad if she'd been any closer.
Was that an attempted murder? By glass? That doesn't feel right either.
She said it was the wind.
What is up with this wind?
Maybe it was just windy.
What's up with this incredibly interesting wind? I must solve the mystery. Had Paige recently made any pacts against the gods of the north wind? Had she said, I curse you, Zephyr?
I don't know what she wrote about.
Okay. I just thought I'd check. All right, well, thank you, Mr. Baxter. You're weirdly unhelpful.
Yeah, that's the thanks I get. Thanks.
Yeah, that is the thanks you get. I just thanked you.
Yeah.
I mean, a woman died and you have nothing to say about it. I thought at least you might be like, here's my list of suspects. Who do you think did it?
I don't know, the pervert.
You mentioned this pervert. Who is...
One of the men down there.
One of the men being a pervert. I hadn't heard about this.
Oh, I just heard chatter. I don't pay that much attention.
Okay, I might follow up on that. Thank you, Mr. Baxter Barrett.
You seemed like initially you had so many questions about how she got here and all of that, what she was doing in my house. I thought that having my confirmation that I knew that she was there would be helpful, but I guess not.
No, you know what? That's fine. I suppose it is helpful.
You spent like 40 minutes speculating about that in episode 1.
Yeah. Oh, well, get out of here, Mr. Baxter Barrett. I'll talk to you later. So, yeah, this whole weird pervert angle is interesting. Who's the pervert? It's one of the guys. It's either George or Rowan. I don't know which one seems more like the quiet one. I don't know. I'm assuming it was kept in, but I won't claim that it wasn't you who reminded me that there was something Nicola said in our discussion about being made fun of.
That she thought people were laughing at her.
Yeah, which is not a very perverted thing to do, but I never followed up on that. I wonder, she didn't want to talk about that, but maybe I should have asked Natalie about it. I completely forgot. I got so caught up in all these, like, plover publishing schemes. I sort of forgot about this element of mockery. I'll quickly stop back in with Natalie.
Okay, down the hill again.
Down the hill. I won't even bring her up. I'll just hang out down here at the bottom of the hill, slumming it at the bottom of the hill. And I say, Natalie, I had just a quick question. Look, obviously you run these things. You keep track of the people who are here. Yes, of course. I've got 2 separate things I want to sort of check with you. Just things, rumours I've heard.
Please.
I spoke to Nicola earlier. She seemed reticent to expound upon this, but was she having some trouble with the other attendees here at this retreat?
Trouble with the other attendees?
It seemed she felt a bit self-conscious about something, like people were making fun of her.
Oh, yes, that's not a problem, yes. George walked in on her in the toilet.
Oh.
It was a complete accident. The lock wasn't working. You've heard that some things around here don't work?
Yes, I've heard that everything around here doesn't work.
Yes, so we haven't been using that toilet since, but she was quite distraught. That was days ago. That was Thursday.
Who walked in on her, sorry?
George.
So at this point, this I think answers my second question, which is, who was the camp pervert? And I guess it was George.
Oh, please, yes.
I mean, by reputation, someone having misheard this anecdote, I suppose.
I suppose that's a substantial misunderstanding of the situation, I feel, but yes, that makes sense.
So this was on the first or the second day of the camp?
Yes, the first proper morning. We came in Wednesday evening, and this was Thursday morning.
There are 2 separate toilet blocks.
Yes.
I think just because there were 2, I assumed
2 toilets, not toilet blocks.
Oh, 2 individual toilets.
Yes.
Which bathroom was that? Which toilet was no longer being used?
She points, and it is the one that you found the laptop in.
Okay. So George walked in on Nicola.
Yes, you know, if we'd known that a murder was going to happen, I would have assumed that it was then. You should have heard her scream.
Laptop toilet. Okay. So that feels important as well. This and the wind are my two biggest suspects right now. There's almost like steps of a plan here, but I suppose he knew. Oh, it's like, okay, whoever hid something in the toilet, they knew this was a toilet that wasn't getting used, so no one would see it there. But everybody knew this, right? This was just a story that went around.
Oh, yes, everybody heard.
So stashing these things, so maybe this is a fact that could have let me think and find these things in the bathroom rather than having super weight, because that doesn't really push towards any individual person. Everyone here knew that there was one toilet that was not being used and therefore could have a laptop hidden in the cistern along with some papers that you do not want to be found, so you can hide a murder weapon from anybody else. I don't know how many syllables I put in anybody, but that's the situation. I don't think that narrows down like, this means it was George.
You're just clarifying your picture.
Who did the walk-in deliberately to set up a place where he could stash a murder weapon, especially because it was before the interview. On that note, why don't I finally talk to George? And if Rowan did it, I'm sorry. But let's talk to George.
All right.
I got to get chatting with up the hill.
All right. You take him up the hill, and yeah, George gives off the impression of kind of small, dark, and quiet sort of figure.
All right. Feels like
he was the one.
It feels like a fortune teller tells you, annoyingly, this is the man you're going to meet. You're going to meet a small, dark, and quiet man. Tall, dark, and handsome? No, you misheard me. He's small, dark, and quiet.
He was the one, if you recall, at the beginning, he was sitting with one leg over the other and sort of drumming his fingers and not making a huge amount of eye contact.
Yes, tapping, I've written. He's the tapper.
Yes.
George Tapper Cruz.
That's the one.
Was his name Cruz?
Yes.
How do I spell that?
You asked that in episode 1.
Like the boat?
Yes, that's what I said.
Hi, George.
What can I do for you?
Look, obviously, this is a terrible time. It's a trying time. It's a tough time.
Yeah, it's wild. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, it makes you feel really uncomfortable, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, hugely, yeah. When it sort of shatters the expected social contract that people don't kill each other, you know?
Yeah, you could. Certainly, that's one way of putting it.
Look, I want to talk to you. I was going to ask you about Paige. I think we'll start. Let's lead this in. Just let's start with the pragmatics. When was the last time you saw Paige? And if he says when I was killing her, I've got him.
Well, dinner last night. We'd all gone through our individual critiques, and dinner happened, and then pretty soon after dinner, we all go back into our own cabins.
Sure. So you had dinner. You went back to your own cabins.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Paige at dinner.
Yeah.
Did you see her after that?
No.
She went to her cabin. You went to your cabin.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Did you do what? And then you just spent the evening alone, and then didn't find out about the death till the morning?
I've got a lot of work to be getting on with.
Yes, I heard you had a book deal.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I do. It's a final copy due in a few months. I've got some structural edits that I've got to get done. piecing things together, making it all flow a bit better from one chapter to the next. It's
This is your first book deal, right?
Yeah.
With Plover?
Plover Publishing. Yeah, that's right.
How did you get this deal?
The same way that everyone else does. Well, some things. They do have Plover Publishing. Very occasionally, they have unsolicited manuscript acceptance. And so it's only a couple of weeks a year, so I got in there, and yeah, they accepted mine.
Oh, interesting. So it wasn't connections you'd made here at the writing retreat?
No.
Not through knowing
definitely.
Natalie or this was Paige's first year here. Did you know Paige beforehand from working with Plover?
No, I heard here that she worked there, but she wasn't like the head of the place or anything. She was kind of an underling by comparison, is what I heard. So no, we never worked together.
Oh no, that's
not
perfectly
intentionally.
Fine. I wonder, he said to the audience, not George. I wonder if I'm thinking of like a motive here. I wonder if there's an idea, not that there was any existing connection, but just that because she was at Plover, she was working on some big undercover story. He gave some interview, and basically she's revealed, like, that's it. This is going to be the end of Plover Publishing, right? I'm gonna take that company down. They've been selling books to the Russians to about how to be more evil. I don't know, some big thing. And he goes, wait a minute, you're going to be taking Plover down. I don't want that. This is my big break. And that feels like enough of a motivation to me. Just this, not like he's involved. I don't think he even needs to be implicated. Just this idea of, hold on a second, your success as a journalist will lead to my failure as a writer, and I've been trying so hard. I don't know, I think that's interesting. I think there might be something there. I've got if I can find something that links him more clearly to the circumstances of the murder, I feel fairly okay that this might end up being well, I mean, obviously I need to find out what her story is, because her story could be about, news flash, Rowan killed a man 20 years ago. That's a whole different thing. That changes the motivations a little bit. But he will know, because he did have a conversation with her. At the writer's retreat, look, I'm an outsider to these sorts of things. I would have assumed a lot of this was to present your work to the groups and get a bit of a critique from your peers, but I've heard you've been quite secretive with the work you've been doing.
Well, yeah, that was more last year what I was doing, but right now, I mean, I've got the deal. These last 3 months have been really intense. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to let, other people, you don't want to let them color things and change things. It's got to be you at this point. So I just wanted this time to be rigid on myself.
Well, I suppose my question then to you, and maybe you don't have a good answer, maybe you do. Why are you here? You've got your book deal. You're not trying to share your writing with other people. You're not looking for input. Why are you here?
It's a retreat. You can get information from people and help from people without an inspiration from them, without, showing them exactly your exact words, right? But it's for the diligence of it. It's separating yourself out from everything, and I've really got to get this done.
Okay, that makes some sense. What do you think about the other writers here at the retreat?
Well,
Nicola, for example.
You know what? I've got to be honest, because I've been keeping to myself a little bit more this time. Last year, we were all on pretty even footing. This year, I think the others, I wouldn't go as far as hostile, but I'm detecting some jealousy.
Because you have this book deal.
Exactly.
Obviously not from Natalie, who's had many book deals.
No, certainly not. Natalie is unbelievable. Her skill and her speed at writing and publishing, she's phenomenal. I suppose that's why I was drawn to come back, even if I was going to spend time on my own. Exactly. Just seeing her work makes you want to work.
What do you think of Nicola's work? She's what she's published on Blurbophile.
Oh. I'm surprised that you know about.
Oh, I know everything about Blurbophile, but just for the edification of anyone who might be listening right now that isn't me, what is Blurbophile?
I suppose it's grown a little bit bigger in online writing circles, but it used to be incredibly niche as a place for people to post and receive critique from strangers online.
Okay.
Look, I never post my work there. Most people post a bit and then give up very quickly, and, the ones who think they want to be a writer and then stop after a month of trying and never pick it up again. That seems to be most of them. So I've lurked there, I suppose you'd say, for some time.
You don't post there very often.
Never.
Have you given critique there before?
Oh, no, I don't post anything. Just absorb.
Interesting. I don't think this guy wrote a book. I just don't believe him. I think he stole it from Blurbophile posters or somewhere. And what about Rowan? I haven't talked to Rowan yet. It's an oversight of my investigative method. But what is he working on?
He's working on a sequel to the one that he was doing last year. Never got published, of course, but something in the royal romance department.
Oh, okay.
Prince of one kingdom, princess of another, forbidden love sort of thing.
Yeah, one's a baker from Chicago, becomes the princess of... Oh, what was the place called?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Gets switched with a princess. One's a baker, one's a princess, that kind of thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
And from what I understand, he's gotten better.
Oh, that's good. But not book deal better.
No, certainly not. The problem was he could write great dialogue, but awful prose last year, and now it's better.
Better prose, dialogue the same.
Good.
Did you ever think? Again, this has nothing to do with the murder mystery. Do you ever think to maybe recommend him go into playwriting or screenwriting if he's good at dialogue but not so good at the prose?
No, don't think that's my place to say.
What it feels like it
but-
is. Maybe it's the kind of advice you give.
No.
Novels aren't the only form
I
of
don't-
writing.
I don't get
Has he ever thought about writing audio escape rooms? Okay, well, thank you for that.
People who have awful prose write audio
No,
escape rooms.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm saying you should explore new mediums. More media. Danny, you write great prose. And just to round it out, do you know what Paige has been working on?
Well, she certainly said that she was going to look into investigative journalism, but she didn't go into any detail. I think she wanted on the final day today, as it was meant to be, for it to be a big surprise.
So you don't know anything about what she was working on.
No, she didn't want to tell any of us.
Didn't want to talk to you about her work.
No, that was the last thing she wanted to talk to me about.
Did you ever meet up and talk in private, or?
No, actually, I explicitly avoided that. I'm pretty sure that she was trying to, get flirty with me. She kept finding excuses to hang around my cabin. It felt distracting, and I didn't want that. I didn't want her there.
Oh, interesting. You didn't want so. What were you talking about on Friday when she was seen?
Sorry?
Where were you on Friday? What were you doing on Friday? What was your... paint a picture of your general Friday before... This is not the day. She was killed on Saturday, wasn't she? Your general Friday, the day before Paige died. What was your movements and plans?
Well, between...
By the way, everybody, what I'm thinking now, suddenly, is that Paige was trying to bother him for something, but he kept rebuffing her. And that Friday, I just looked at my notes. She wasn't seen talking to George. She was seen going into George's cabin. And I now don't know necessarily whether George was there at the time or whether this was some kind of snoop fest. So I'm just going to get an idea first of his movements on that day. And if he doesn't have a good thing, maybe they'll accuse him of talking. But if he's like, I was out at the lake all day, then I may be thinking more on the snoop world. But let's find out.
Well, the main thing that was on the schedule for the Friday afternoons was the private critiques with Natalie, and I didn't go through any specifics, but of course I went to that.
Of course. That was fairly early in the day? Because in my head, she was told at that private critique to go off and do the interviews and then did that day, but...
Well, I was last to have my private critique done.
Interesting. But if Natalie was the one who saw her going into your cabin... It must have been after the critiques. I've got that from Natalie. No, I don't. You're right. I have that from Nicola. Oh. Wait, George. So you were the last one.
Yeah.
This is probably having a naff and a niff in my notes. I should have written Natalie and Nicola. It would have helped so much. Did you... And you didn't spend any time talking to Paige on that Friday?
No, nothing special. No, absolutely not.
I have an unrelated question.
Uh-huh.
It was windy on the last couple of days.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you ever notice anything out of place in your own cabin? Anything moved suspiciously, like there are borrowers living in your walls?
He definitely looks hesitant at that. Oh, you must mean my lock's broken. Yeah.
Well, your lock is broken. People can get in and out of your cabin willy-nilly.
Ugh, I don't
if
like
you
to
were
think about
distracted, say having a private conversation, even for a moment, anybody could make their way into your cabin.
Yes.
That's the situation that you're...
I suppose that's true. And you think it was Paige?
I said nothing of the sort. But I do. George, I'm so sorry, but I think I'm going to need to know exactly what you're writing.
He looks extremely evasive. It's just, please, I think this'll jinx it.
I'll take that as a yes. All right.
I don't want to jinx anything. I'm not ready. It's not ready.
George, a woman is dead. Jinxes are afoot. Jinxes abound. Can we change the name of this mystery to Jinxes Abound?
His eyes do a little bit of a, shift to the side as if he's thinking. All right, here's the thing. I've lost my notes.
Did you lose them perhaps on Friday?
Quite possibly.
Did you lose them perhaps when they were stolen by a dead woman?
I don't think it's impossible.
Interesting. George.
Have you seen them? Do you know where they are?
Have I seen them? I don't think so. I've been looking for notes.
I really need them.
I scoured the room that Paige was in. Those notes were nowhere to be found, right?
Sure. Well, no, there was no paper.
So they've been taken by the killer. Right? She went up. I scoured Paige's cabin. I scoured the Paige's death site. When you talked about the papers that were in the toilet by the laptop, would that be enough to constitute someone's notes? I pictured it being 1 or 2 papers, but is it a lot, like a notebook's worth?
I don't know about a notebook, but you haven't asked how much he's lost or anything.
How many notes? What are you missing, George?
Oh, well, it was a few of my chapters printed out whether I really needed to merge the structures together, like from one end of chapter to the other.
So you'd say a collection of loose papers.
Yeah, that was what I entirely brought.
George, I have good news and bad news.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, I can handle that.
I have found your notes.
Oh, okay, have you read them?
No.
Oh, okay, that's great news.
No, that's part of the bad news,
What?
George. I would have read them if I could have.
Oh my God, what?
But I couldn't, because they are water. They've been destroyed.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of work to have to. Oh God, oh my God, I've only got 6 months left before I've got to have this done. That's a lot of work that I've got to redo. He goes into a sweaty panic.
Okay, I now believe George did not kill Paige. Because I think whoever did kill Paige did destroy those notes. And I believe this sweaty panic. Which means, in my understanding of the situation so far, I've left the murderer till last and I have not spoken to Rohan, who I know nothing about them or their motivations. And I worry that... Oh, or maybe it's about Natalie. Maybe Natalie's done... What is the mystery here? Dani, here's the problem. When a killer destroys all the evidence of what the story was about, I don't get the evidence, and now I don't know what the story was about. All right. Okay. Well, look, I think I need to talk to Rowan to find out what his whole deal
Place
is.
in this mystery is.
Because it may just be like he's like, I work for an evil company that has been doing evil things, but luckily no one knows about them. I'm Rohan.
It's okay. I'm CIA.
I'm CIA. Currently indicted for assault. I'm a violent guy. So I don't know.
I'm a pervert.
I'm a pervert. It wasn't George, it's me. I went up to Baxter. I was like, I'm a pervert. I love to kill women sometimes too. So if that happens, that changes the kind of the scope of the mystery. But okay, what do I know about George? Let's reformat about what I've gotten out of this conversation so I can check, unlike all my previous conversations, that I've gotten all the stuff I want. I don't think he has much to say about the day, right? At the very least, his claim is, saw Paige at dinner, went to bed. Whatever. He seems genuinely distraught that his notes have been destroyed. And it seems like he's very much established that Paige had his notes. The fact that Paige said, I've got hard proof now, and that somehow that proof was encapsulated in George's notes and in her laptop and her notes, there's something there. But George still won't tell me what his thing is about. George isn't new. Paige isn't new, but everyone else here has been here before. Now, what has he told me? He's told me that he didn't really say much about what Nicola was doing. I mentioned Blurbophile, and we sort of got distracted by the Blurbophile stuff. I
think Nicola told you.
Nicola
said
she's
in
a rut because she's here for growth because she's stuck in a bit of a rut. She's not good at writing characters. And she's posting a lot on Blurbophile. She said she's had a good year in general, I feel, but just is not good at characters.
She's got great... Her feedback from last year was that she had good prose, flat characters.
Weirdly, she does say she's jealous of George and Rowan's success. And so far, my understanding of Rowan is he's writing a sequel to a book that never got published. That doesn't seem like success to me.
She said that his success was his improvement.
That's true. That
it seemed like she hadn't improved as fast as they clearly had.
Yeah, George has improved a lot since last year. Like, apparently last year he was terrible. Now he's got a book deal. I wonder... I mean, I don't know what that question is, but George... I just want to... Obviously, I've been reliably informed that if I keep bugging you about what your book is about, you might not tell me. What is your book? I'll just try it. What's your book about?
It's some fiction.
Great. George, you feel like you made leaps and bounds. Is this your second time at the retreat, or?
Yeah, I was here last year.
Do you feel like it helped a lot last year to be here?
I mean, yeah, that great inspiration push, it made me, want to get it done, and hey, 9 months later, there I was getting a deal.
Did you start something new last year here? Like, did it completely change what you were writing?
Oh,
what kind of inspiration did you get?
Yeah, last year, I was writing. It was pretty much my first time trying anything, and I decided, I really like boats, so I set something on a ship during World War I, and I thought that was fun, but it didn't really go anywhere.
Wait, hold on a second. Shut up. A boat during World War I? Would you describe this boat as Lusitania-like?
Oh, I guess, yeah, sure.
Did I get a copy of that book? I can't remember. Did she have a copy of the Iridescent Oracle?
Sure, yeah.
I slam it down in front of him. Kapow!
Mm-hmm.
George.
Yeah.
Read this book. It'll change your life.
He opens it up, and he frowns, and he goes, "No, I don't really get it. I get this is Natalie's book, and yeah, it's got a ship. It's doesn't feel like mine though. I mean, this one's got a royal romance in it, and it's got like some death.
It did have a royal romance in it.
It's got a bunch of death.
Iridescent Oracle, Lusitania-like love story. She's mixing them all together. George, Natalie has been stealing everything you've written and has glomped it together with the other attendees into some big glomp. What did you say that Rowan was working on last year? A royal romance.
Yeah.
What were you working on last year?
My ship story.
What was Nicola working on last year?
Oh, some allegory. Dante, I think.
Dante. Is Dante some kind of iridescent oracle? What does it say? What is this book? Does this book have Dantelian elements?
Natalie described it as a forbidden romance between two political leaders on a Lusitania-like ship with strong allusions to various hell philosophies.
Oh, Natalie, you monster!
Thank you for listening to Solve This Murder. To submit your own guesses for whodunit, send an email to solvethismurderpod@gmail.com. We read every theory we're sent and award the greatest sleuth with a place on our wall of detectives. To support the show, you can sign up for our Patreon and receive weekly bonus episodes, monthly videos, and full access to all parts of new Solve This Murder mysteries on day one. Thanks to all our patrons for supporting us, thanks to Advanced Sagebrush and Shootouts for our theme music, and thanks again to all of you for listening.